Hello everyone and welcome to Acad Guild. In this video, we'll see how to work with advanced filters in Excel. Okay, so advanced filters in Excel, how do we work on that? So basically we have four examples in this series, in this section. So let us see with the first example here. Now I have the data source, same data source which I'm using here, employee name, date of hire, employee status, position and the pay. Now what I want to do is I want to filter out the employment status as active, okay, all the active employment status, and I want to paste it here. Okay, this is what I want to do it. Usually when we can do it with the help of basic filter also. Okay, so if I take you to previous sheet, that is basic filter. Okay, how do I filter it? Using the shortcut key Control Shift L, click on the drop down, deselect, select all, click on this active, click on OK, Control A, Control C, and then you right click, paste it. Okay, this is how we do the advanced filter, copy paste, right? So if you see, if I scroll down everywhere, I'll be getting only active cells, right? But now there's a catch here. When you try to unfilter this text, okay, unfilter this, or you can say clear filter. If you click on this drop down, clear filter, okay, you see if I press escape key, now these are the data which is given here. So it is basically a lengthy process of filtering the active employment status. Okay, that's a traditional method what everybody follows. So what was the method was, you keep your cursor, apply a filter, select active, click OK, copy, and then you paste it here. So many steps are there involved, but I'll show you some advanced technique of the filters, that is advanced filters. So I'll come to the sheet named as AF1. AF1 is advanced filter example 1. AF2 is advanced filter example 2. So let us see about this AF1. Okay, so the criteria is employment status should be active. I want to paste the data here itself. Okay, so what is the method? So the first step is you have to understand three things. This is my source data, this is my criteria. Okay, right now in our case the criteria is this much, but if you select this criteria, that's not a problem. So source data, this is your criteria, and this is your destination, the place where you want to paste it. Okay, so let us see these three things, how it works in advanced filter. So I'll keep my cursor in the data. Okay, go to data tab, and you see beside this filter option, I have something written as advanced. So here advanced, it says options for filtering using complex criteria. Okay, using complex criteria. So I'll just click on this advanced button. Carefully observe here. What has happened is I'm able to see this dancing ants. You see there's a dancing ants which are automatically selected. Why? Because my cursor was inside the data. So if you see the first option, it says list range. List range is nothing but your source data. You see the source data is by default selected here. Now the second one is criteria range. As I said earlier, you can select criteria this much, or I'll put a backspace, or you can select the criteria like this. Okay, one and the same, because the other records are filled as empty. Make sure you take care, you need to write the criteria outside the table. You cannot use the criteria within the table. Okay, that's a condition here. And third option is copy to. I want to copy to some blank space here itself, but carefully observe, the copy to option is disabled, it's deactivated. The reason is because of this two radio buttons. The first radio button says filter the list in the place, and second option says copy to another location. So I'll select the second option, copy to another location, and I'll click on this copy to cell and select any cell over here. Okay, let's say if I select any cell here, and you can click on OK button. Now carefully observe what has happened. All the records whichever had the active status is been filtered out, and only those has been pasted here. Okay, so it is very easy, very useful, where you don't have to waste lot of time in inserting and removing the filter. Okay, let us try it once again. Okay, first of all I'll clear this data, select this data, I'll just simply clear this option here, and I'll try to do it once again. Okay, just have a look. The step would be keep your cursor in the data, go to data tab and click on this advanced button. Three things you have to remember: the source, the criteria and the destination. So source is by default selected. If you see the dancing ants, it was selected. Criteria, so I'll delete the criteria and I can select the criteria like this, or I can select the criteria like this. And the third option is copy to another location, and by using this I can just remove existing one and I can select any location here, the blank space. Now after doing these three things, you simply click on OK button. Carefully observe, all the employment status having the status as active is been pasted here. So it's very easy to work with, right? Advanced filter, remember this option, advanced filter, right? This was a basic example of advanced filter, I can say a simple example, but in the coming videos you can see there are few complicated examples. Now how do we work with this complicated examples using advanced filters, right? But for time being, I hope you have understood how to work with this advanced filter example 1, and that's all for this video.